Hey, this your girl Michelle.
This is Mariah, also known as Mariah Amazing.
And Yuna. Hey
everyone.
What's poppin'?
Hey y'all, and you are tuned into Melanin Voices.
Mm-hmm.
We out here. Long week.
I know.
My God.
This is actually a perfect episode to talk about your successes. So I'm glad it's been a long week for both of you guys.
Yes, I'm tired.
Also for me too.
Yes.
So this episode is called Leap of Faith, and you're gonna find out pretty soon why it's called that. So let's get right into it.
Girl talk.
So let's celebrate. I want you guys to tell me about your accomplishments, and you guys try to keep it concise because I know y'all got boo shit. Like, just tell me what y'all accomplished so far this year or even this month. Michelle.
I didn't have that many stuff going on.
Girl, bye.
Besides my regular.
Stop
but
lying.
No, I'm dead serious. Okay, so this morning, I threw a tea party.
Cute.
Nothing, just a tea party. No big deal.
Just my infamous tea party, real bougie. But it was had my friends over and everything, had a little brunch and tea, which was really nice. So I enjoyed that. We really today focused on self-care. So we got to walk away with some tips on how to do self-care, and I gave everyone roses at the end just to let them know that you don't need a man to give you flowers.
I want some too.
Flowers. Okay.
Can you send us some flowers?
I'll send y'all some flowers.
Okay.
Well, you're gonna be here next week, so you can just give it to us now.
Yeah.
I'll bring y'all some flowers or whatever.
What about you, Mariah?
This weekend was hella overwhelming, but I got my first hosting event.
Sorry.
For Colorado Girls Make the Internet. I was one of the 5 women there that was hosting the event, which was really fun. I don't know, I just had a good time, y'all. I was nervous when I got there, but it was lit. I had a great time, and I would definitely host again, which I am today. Me and Yuna will be hosting on behalf of Melanin Voices podcast.
We are hosting.
I said on behalf of Melanin Voices podcast.
So we all are hosting an event for Melanin Voices.
Anyway.
Michelle won't be in town, so I said Yuna. But yes, we all will be hosting an event today downtown over in the 5 Points at Whittier Cafe.
Lit.
For an Insecure watch party. So we'll just be discussing the show, discussing our podcast, and also just bringing light to, Black businesses and just having a good time. So this weekend has been really, really fun. I've been enjoying it and just happy that I've been blessed to have 2 opportunities that I really wanted. So
cute. Well, I'm not gonna be modest. I'm gonna let y'all know what's up. So this year has been so amazing for me. Like, I became a part of this podcast. These ladies gave me the opportunity to have this amazing platform. I moved back to Denver, and I know some of y'all, the people from Denver, are gonna be like, "Why did you come here?" But it's a stepping stone. Don't worry. And I got a job at a restaurant.
Yes.
And as
a cook.
Right. The guy who hired me.
Can you let her do her thing?
I'm so excited. I'm just her cheerleader. I just can't help. She did it, so we decided to get her back,
Anyway, go ahead. You have the stage.
Okay. What else? Oh, so he asked me, because a guy quit this week, so he was like, "What do we have to do to get you here full time?" And of course, I'm like, "I need to eat. I need more money." So we're gonna see about that. If he offers me that, I'm gonna take that shit. I'm gonna quit my other job because I fucking hate it. I'll be y'all be calling Mariah like, Mariah, please.
It's going to happen.
Please,
let's put it that
talk
way.
to me. I can't do it. Like yesterday, I took a walk. Like at work, I just walked outside. Like, I cannot do this.
It's okay, because you know what? It is every God gives us a test.
Amen. And
it's never a flat line test. It's an uphill test. So as long as you are staying calm, you know that you got something going on. You are speaking into an existence.
Mm-hmm.
You are going to get you already got the job.
Right.
You're going to get the pay.
Amen.
And you're going to leave your other job.
Yes.
Period.
We're going to go ahead and speak that into existence.
This is just your test. And he's making sure that if you can't pass this test, you might not get that pay. But if you pass this test, this uphill test that he has for you, he got something better in store.
Amen.
So,
well, I've been studying for this test, so I'm going to pass.
You're definitely going to pass. Flying colors.
You are going to pass.
I just booked a flight to Los Angeles. We booked a flight to Colombia. Like, this year is pretty much lit, so
yeah,
it's all good.
It's a good time.
Yes.
I might have to do like a recording in Colombia. Like,
that would be cute.
We could do like a little vlog.
That would be so. Yes.
Yeah.
We have to vlog.
Yeah.
Do that.
Okay.
do that.
Okay. So, you guys, this, like I said, this message is going to be about taking a leap of faith. So we'll go ahead and get into that. So this is for anybody who is contemplating taking a leap of faith or really wants to do something, but they're kind of scared to do it or worried to do it or thinking about their responsibilities. So if you are going to take a leap of faith, this is 7 kind of tips. I hate that word. I feel like it's so cliche.
Like advice. No,
I don't like that one either.
7 tips is cool.
Yeah, I don't like it.
You don't like the word?
So
I'm gonna look at some other words to say then.
All right. So this is 7 things that you should think about or not think about before you take the leap of faith. Consider 7 things that you should consider. So the first one is you are talking to you. So a lot of the times when we are about to make a big move, we kind of consult with our friends and our family, etc. And I just think that I think me and Mariah had a conversation about this the other day. I'm like, you already know what you need to do, so why are we even talking about this? Like, most of the times you get that feeling inside of you that says, okay, maybe you shouldn't do this. Like, I was about to book a flight to go to DC 2 days ago, I think. Mm-hmm. And something was like, wait, girl, hold on. Because I don't know if I told you this, but I really want to move to LA, but I've never been there. It's just something that I think I want to do. And something was like, well, maybe you should go there first. So that's why I went on ahead and booked my flight. Do you guys have any experiences with like you already knowing what you need to do and kind of thing? Or do you like always ask your friends' advice before you do something?
For me, it's a little bit of both. A lot of the time I would talk to my mom. She's like a big person I would talk to, but only about certain things. I think a lot of the time, depending on what the situation is, I would consult like my career mentor that I have for advice, or my mother for like motherly things. And then I have like my best friend for just about everything. And then I have my husband as well. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the times for me, it's just depending on what the situation is, then I'll kind of consult other people or just ask for their advice. But at the end of the day, I think deep down inside, I always listen to my conscience and be like, what's best for me, and look outside of other people's advice as well.
Yeah.
So
I don't think nothing is wrong with asking other people, but if it's going to like defer you from your dream just because like they're putting their fears off onto you, then it's like you can you can take it, but don't like internalize it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think 9 times out of 10 when I speak to somebody, I already have my mind made up. I'm just like venting. Yeah. Like I already know what I'm gonna do. I'm just like telling you what I'm gonna do most times.
And I don't listen, so people give me advice all the time, but I like do the opposite.
Yeah, I was all like, yeah, I do. I was like, wait, well, LA, wait, hold on. She was like, you already got the ticket. Yeah, that's a clear indicator that you do not listen to me.
I don't. Sorry.
But I didn't say not go. I just said like, wait till tomorrow so you can figure it out. And like an hour later, she sent me her like confirmation for the ticket. I'm like, wait, hold on. I thought you were going to wait till tomorrow morning to like at least sit on it. But she just went ahead and did
I'm a really impulsive person. Not even going to lie.
Same. So same. So am I.
I don't think anything's wrong with that, though.
I find my impulses to be some of the best decisions I've made. It's either because I think I take every decision as either I'm going to learn from it or I'm going to grow from it. Mm-hmm. So a decision unmade in fear doesn't help me.
Yeah.
That's why I always got to make, you know what I'm saying?
When I was creating this outline, that was like one of the points too, like some of my best decisions were made from impulse. Like I decided to move back to Colorado on impulse, and people were like, what, like blindsided, but good stuff has been coming from this move already. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I would rather do what I want to do and have a negative outcome than don't do what I don't do it and then be like, well, damn, I should have done it.
Yeah,
because that's what growth is about. You have to do what you want to do and then be like, okay, maybe I should have done that, or I could have done it a different way or whatever, rather than not doing it. All right, next. Okay, so the next thing that's important to do is this little section is called bubble bath, but it's really about self-care, basically, like practicing daily self-care. So I'm sure that a lot of you maybe do like weekly self-care or monthly self-care, but it's also important, I think, to take 5 or 10 minutes out of your day and do something good for you. Like most of the times, like I know I'm at work and at one of my jobs, I'm like on my phone all day. And that can be like kind of stressful and overwhelming if you're like on social media and you're looking at everybody else succeed and you sitting in a fucking hellhole or whatever. But sometimes I'll like look up vocabulary words or look up ways to de-stress, or you know, you don't have to always, it's not necessarily always taking a bubble bath. For me, it would be like taking a walk in the park. I know Mariah is going to disagree because she be like, nah, nigga, I don't like no bugs.
I love to walk in the park at night.
That's when the bugs be out.
Yeah, I don't see them. They be in the morning, they be out too, but you can see them. I can't see them at night.
Do you guys have daily self-care?
She's irritated. What, Michelle?
Do you guys have daily self-care?
I had a long day. I'm not irritated. I've got a long day. But I literally, like I said, like I have my party today and I focus a lot on self-care. And that's because I realized once I became a mother that I neglected self-care before this. It's just not something that I really thought about or cared about, where I had to take myself out of anything and just relax my mind, away from the world, away from my business, away from my own daughter and my own husband, like just about me. So I am currently in the process of learning more and doing more for myself, for self-care. And what I'm thinking about doing as a self-care / business venture is I live on the Hudson River, and I have a waterfront. There's waterfront right down the street. And I noticed they don't have like something that they do, not that I noticed, in early morning. So I'm thinking about starting like a yoga on the water.
Ooh.
And doing that early in the morning, like a 6 a.m. type of thing that happens on sunup during the summer. So my goal is to call the city to see if I need a permit for that. And if that's a thing, then I could also make a business venture out of it, but then make sure I'm there, you know? So just something I'm in the process of doing, with maybe doing like a morning run or something like that. But yoga on the water would be dope.
Yeah, I would love something like that.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. You, Mariah?
I think my self-care thing is the sauna. I love like the steam room at the gym. So I go every day and everybody's like, why do you pay so much money to go to 24? And I'm like, because I like it. Like, that's what I do. Like, you may do this. I literally love sitting in the steam room. And like, that's why I meditate in the steam room. Yeah. It's so relaxing. Like, for real. It's really good. That's what I do often. And then I found myself like, if I'm like having a busy day, you know how like people like listen to music when they're driving, I'll literally like just turn my whole like volume off on my like radio altogether. I don't listen to anything. I'll just like drive in silence.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
Yeah, because sometimes you just need to think, like, people on the road are crazy, you're driving, it's just like, okay, let me turn my music off because it's just getting real.
What ways can you, or what advice do you think we can give our listeners for disciplining their self, for people who say, like myself, who want to do something or have a goal and they want to do it, but they don't feel like they have the time, or, you know, how do you really get yourself to really do it and make it a routine?
What, self-care or what?
Just like like, you know, you guys drive without the music, or doing like yoga or meditation, or just taking time out just for you, like going to the sauna. Like, how do you take the time out to go to 24 hour? What someone says, I want to do that, but
I don't
have time to. Yeah.
I think it's first important to understand that if you don't practice daily self-care, then it's gonna all pile up on you. Like, if you do the weekly or the monthly, it's gonna be like, this ain't enough time for me. This 1 hour a month is not gonna be enough time for me. So if you do, 10 minutes a day, that's like less stress on you automatically. And then sometimes you might have to wake up a little earlier, 5-10 minutes earlier, or spend less time on your phone, spend less time watching TV. Like, take the time from somewhere else that's hurting you, and not necessarily hurting you, but just take the time from somewhere else, and it's gonna be fine. Like, or your lunch break, take 5 minutes from your lunch break and sit in the corner, or whatever.
Sit in the corner with your forehead to the wall.
I just slept.
Put yourself in timeout.
Hey, whatever it takes. Seriously, whatever it takes.
She really got jokes, y'all. But no, seriously, I would say just know that self-care isn't like bubble baths or like getting your nails done or getting your hair done. It can literally be the littlest, tiniest things, like looking up a self-affirmation thing on YouTube. They have like these, like on YouTube, I have this like little video that has like 6-minute daily affirmations, and you like say it over and over again, like, I am worthy, I am great, or I attract great things. It's just literally for just 6 minutes straight, you're just saying like positive things. And you can literally do that while you're doing your makeup. If you don't do makeup, you can do that while you're washing your face, or you can do that while you're brushing your teeth, and just say those daily affirmations every day. Like, you just feel better about your situation and what you're going through.
You speak it into existence, right?
Exactly.
I am a boss. I am
a boss ASB.
I'm a right.
I'm a boss ASB.
Okay.
Wait, I'm weak, y'all.
Nova, come get your mom. Where's Nova? Come control.
I'm a boss and I'm the stuff.
That was a good idea, Mariah. Tracy G also has really good like audio vision board, she calls it, and it's like the same thing, like affirmations. It's called She's Beauty and the Beast. Y'all should check that out. I listened to it for a long time.
I like that. She's Beauty and the Beast. I even like her little title.
Yeah, I like it too.
It's dope.
I am Beauty and the Beast.
Lord.
All right, so you know what else you got for us?
Yes, you are, Michelle. She be feeling herself.
She do. It's
I'm a
tea
beast,
party
and I'm beautiful, and I'm a real beast in the morning.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. All right. So the next one is to replace fear. So that really means like replace. We kind of talked about that.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Replace fear of the unknown with a sense of desire for what's to come. Once again, I would rather do something that I want to do and then have a negative outcome than not do it. I am all about taking chances. Like I have a family member, for instance, he been talking to this girl on the internet. They met on Instagram, and he flew. Shut
up. She's irritating, y'all. Here she go. Go ahead, you know.
Shut up.
What's the story?
He flew to Connecticut to see her, and he said beautiful. That. I was like, you definitely should do it. It's either gonna be like y'all fall in love or y'all don't. Like,
either she's gonna be like chubby or she gonna be ugly.
Well, they've it wasn't like a catfish situation because they video chatted.
Oh, they've been FaceTime.
So they know what each other looks like, but they have never met in person. And he said it was a beautiful experience, and it was like, oh my God. I'm a hopeless romantic, so I was like, please go and just tell me all about it.
And he had a great time.
He did.
There you go.
So just fucking do it. Just
he gonna move to Connecticut?
From Louisiana, right?
No, he lives here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, he could. He could.
I say somebody got to make a sacrifice if he gonna want this thing to be a thing.
I'll let him know.
Either her or him.
True.
That's if they haven't talked about it by now, then they wasting their time.
They definitely somebody needs to move, or they need to move together to another state, but like they can't be long distance forever.
I'm all about moving, y'all. I'll be quick to be like, all right, I'm out. I'm going to wherever.
We know you know. We know. About to be up in LA next
I can't
week.
keep
Talking about I just decided to move to LA. And
let me meet somebody in DC because that's what I'm trying to be.
Right.
So here in DC, that means that we're already a match made in heaven.
I'm really going to LA. This is sidetrack because I think I want to go there. So I feel like this trip is going to be, once again, either like you like it or you don't.
True. So and then you'll know right now.
What you gonna do, girl? And if not, the flight to DC ain't that expensive, so I'll just go in a couple months or something.
Right.
Them LA people.
Here she goes. Let's
moving right along.
Moving right along.
Some people are
moving along, whatever.
All right. So the next one is community. So let yourself be surrounded by like-minded people. We all know that is super important, especially if you're going to be getting advice from your friends and they don't have what you want, or they don't have a character trait that you want, or like if they don't have anything you want, then first of all, don't ask them for advice, and second of all, you probably should get you some new friends.
Amen, sister.
I understand
Amen,
that people have friends that they go out with, people have friends that they, I don't know what else
Me and my niggas do everything together. We need to go out.
That's a well-rounded, but some people don't like
they
to
have
go
a
out.
different age. They like to I know what you're saying. They want to intersect friend groups.
Yeah, like you don't drink, and I'll be like trying to.
Wow, that's crazy because I still go out with you.
But I'm just saying though, sometimes I be want to like get
get lit. I mean, I get lit.
Hold on, we're falling off track. What is this stuff?
It matters. Okay, we'll talk about this later.
It matters. It does matter.
We'll talk about this off air. Go ahead. So you were saying,
Michelle, this ain't your thing, girl.
Go ahead. What were you saying? You said people have different friend groups that they do different activities with. Go ahead.
Let yourself be surrounded by like-minded people and make friends that you like, that have things that you want. Like, it's not like no jealousy type stuff, but they could teach you how to get it, girl. If you want to learn how to cook, get you a friend that know how to cook. I'm sorry. If you want to learn how to do makeup, get you a friend that that know how to do makeup. If you want to start a business, get you a Michelle in your life who got 75 business ideas.
And got 10 more in mind.
She could probably give you one of her business ideas.
Take it over. Don't want just ideas. You want somebody going,
Look at her.
Anyway, I get exactly where you're coming from, and I agree 100%. But my question is, are you a leech? Have you ever figured out? Have you ever been around people who are leeches as well? Mm-hmm. When I say a leech, that means they're like-minded. Like, get a person who can cook, but you want someone who's not going to
help prepare the meal,
push you, or who's going to cook. Yeah, or exactly. Going to help you prepare the meal or even push you to be greater, or you want someone who's just going to fall behind your slack and just leech off you. You know what I'm saying? That's also something to think about with like-minded people. Like, yeah, you like to cook, but do you like to cook because I like to cook, or you like to cook because you like to cook, or do you like to cook because you want to grow and be someone? You kind of get what I'm saying?
I think
like,
sometimes
don't be there's also leeches in like-minded people.
I think sometimes friendships are like give and take. So if you're going to be taking cooking advice from that person, you should want to have some type of thing to contribute to them as well. Exactly. There's a lot of times when you get, like, when your friend does something sweet for you and you want to give something back just because, like, oh, this person got me a bottle of alcohol, let me give something to her, let me give her a ride home, or just I think it's like give and take. I think that's important with that, because sometimes you and then sometimes you unfortunately won't have, you think you won't have anything to give, but you actually do. Whatever it is, you have something to give, and just make sure you're giving whatever and don't just be taken from people.
Exactly. I agree
1,000%. Like I always say, like, everybody's being used. Like, I'm using you as a friend, like confiding. I'm, using Michelle to like help me out with like pushing, motivating me. And we're using Jalal as our producer. Right. Everybody likes to be used and needs to be used, but like don't misuse people. Right. You know what I mean? So don't keep taking. You're not giving anything back into the pot. So that's kind of my takeaway from that.
And it's not always going to be I take one, I give one. Sometimes you're going to be taking 3, but just make sure you going to give 2 the next time, or give 1.
Exactly. It's a balance.
And the thing is, I think the hardest part is that when you create a friendship and you have that bond, how do you have that conversation with someone? Because at some point we get so caught up, especially as women, in the emotional part of our friendships, right? It's very, I love you type thing, but are you able, can you have that conversation with someone you consider a friend and say, hey, I know that you're here for me as a friend, but at some point, you got to contribute to this. Like, it needs to be a push or pull, like you said. Would you guys ever feel comfortable with having those conversations, or would you just kind of distance yourself and say, I only come to this friend for certain things, or to this friend for certain things, and put it that way? Because at that point, are you really helping that individual if you allow yourself to continue having that kind of friendship with them?
Yeah, I think that's a super hard conversation to have, especially someone who you've been friends with for so long, and you just realize, like, damn, you're not giving me anything. Like, I'm drying myself out. Like, I'm dry because I've been given to you so much. It's definitely a hard conversation, but if that's really your friend, it'll help them, I think.
I feel like it'll break them, and you won't be friends with them ever.
No,
again.
you might, and yeah, that may be the case, but it'll also help. Like, if they're a level-minded person, I guess you could say, they'll think about it, and they might not think about it that day, or maybe not even that month, but it'll come to them like, well, damn, that might be true. But it's definitely a hard conversation, and sometimes people end up just like ghosting a person because they don't want to have that conversation with them.
Exactly, which I don't think is good communication skills, by the way. So if you don't just man up and talk to your friend, then you a sucker yourself.
What the fuck? Michelle,
I'm just saying, you want to
have a backbone. What you saying?
If you're not my speed, then you're not giving me something. You're not push and pull. This is maybe because I look too much. I look so much into things as like a business. I think that's why I get so caught up in like.
Yeah.
If we here to grow and push each other, I'm not here to be stagnant. I'm here to go from one level to the next level. And if we're not progressing, then I'm washing my hands and we can go a different route. So, and I think that's sometimes how you have to look at relationships. That's how I look at my marriage. If Jeff and I continues progressing, then what are we doing this for? Unless we want to be those people, unless we're on the same like level minded, where we just like, yeah, we got our day 9 to 5s and we're going to retire when we 60, and you know, it is what it is.
This is going to lead into my next statement. Sometimes it's not always that. Like, sometimes, like, even with this podcast, I'm gonna put my business out there, y'all. Sometimes I feel like, damn, I don't have nothing to contribute to this podcast. Like, Michelle got her like million businesses going on. You basically, fool, every time we talk, you be like, I'm thinking about doing this. Like, she does it every time. Mariah got her thing going on, you know, her YouTube thing, her hosting thing. Like, she has her own, and sometimes I'll be like, well, damn, like, what do I have to give to them? Like, what do I have to contribute to this podcast, or what do I have to give to them as a friend or associates or acquaintance or whatever? But then I have to realize, and people keep reminding me this, that you are not them. Your path is going to be different from their path. You may not have tangible contributions, but you speak in a different way than they do. You add something maybe different from the podcast. Like, you are more like, so like, not soulful, but you know what I mean. Like, you're more.
You are our sausage.
You are sunflower.
Chips, okay.
Go ahead, unicorn.
You are the gumbo. You are the juice. You is the gumbo juice. Okay.
Okay, that's important. You can't have no dry ass gumbo.
You really can't have no dry gumbo.
No, seriously. The roux is okay. Go anyway. So I think just moving on to the next thing, you just remember you are not them. And Super talked about this a little while ago. Super said, I don't know if y'all follow her on Instagram or whatever, but she said, even if there are a million businesses like yours, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't do your business, because your thing is going to be a little bit different from theirs. It's different if you're copying their business, you know, but your thing is different from their thing. Right. I'm telling myself this, stop comparing yourself to other people, because your path is different from their path. You may feel oftentimes like you're not enough or you don't have nothing to contribute, but you are not them, and you are valuable and you are worth it. You know?
True, that's done. That would be like Rihanna saying, I'm not going to start my makeup business because there's L'Oreal and Maybelline. Right. You know, and then she, you know how some people like always do that all the time.
Why are you so mad, Michelle?
Here we go. But like, seriously though, or like, what if Tyra Banks said, I'm not going to be a model because Naomi Campbell's model. Like, you would have missed your shot. Like, Naomi Campbell's different from Tyra, and Rihanna is definitely different from Maybelline and L'Oreal. And they still succeeded. So I feel like when people like say, well, I'm not going to be a model because there's too many models. I'm not going to be a makeup artist because there's too many makeup artists. But it's like, yes.
A barbershop on every corner. So there could be a makeup artist.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
Like, street block.
You should have opportunity. Like, you're a different makeup artist. Like, imagine if you all had just one makeup artist.
Right.
We all have to, like, she's probably gonna be booked all the time when she doesn't do makeup.
Fashion Nova right now. So everybody is wearing Fashion Nova. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, but it's true. And like people are like scared to open up boutiques because they're like, well, Fashion Nova is like the head honcho, but it's like you could have a business too, and that thrives just as well as Fashion Nova. Because we can't just all shop at Fashion Nova.
And we ready for something.
Some people don't even want to shop at Fashion Nova. We like, damn, we want something else.
Right.
So start your business.
I don't want to see nobody else with my outfit on. Like,
I don't.
Yeah, Fashion Nova's coming like the rainbow of it's like I'm just playing rainbow.
I mean, you're not playing. I think they have the same vendor though. I think on the scene on Twitter or something, they have the same vendor.
Shut up.
They just sell their clothes more, and people are gonna buy it.
On Rainbow from Rainbow.
Sometimes, yeah, they have the same like vendor.
I knew it. I knew it.
She knew it.
And also, just something lastly to add to that. So I was listening to another podcast, and the host said something that was like super profound to me, and it like resonated so well with me. She said, basically, she was saying that I would rather be happy than have 10 figures. And for me personally, I feel
I'd rather have both.
I'd rather have two.
That's why I said me personally.
I'm kidding, bitch.
Okay.
Give me that, and I'll get some therapy sessions to go. Thanks. Fuck what you talking about.
Let me flip that.
Look, I'm gonna be real happy in the therapy office with my little tissues.
Stop it.
Fix me. Shit. Go ahead. I'm sorry,
I cannot deal.
I'm kidding.
But a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people feel like they would rather have money than, quote unquote happiness. But not me.
I want both.
I know
K Spade committed suicide.
I know that it takes money to live. Like that's just the society we live in. Everything isn't a Burning Man, anyway. So it takes money to live, and I know that, and I understand that. But I would rather be happy than have a bunch of money. Like my number one goal isn't to start a business. My number one goal is to have a family, and everybody is different, and that's your path. Like there's nothing wrong with wanting to have 10 figures, there's nothing wrong with having 75 businesses, that's your thing.
Okay, you stop. We want happiness too. Damn. We want to be happy.
I just would rather be happy personally. I just would rather be happy than
anything else in the world.
Yes. That's my ultimate goal. That's my number one prayer. Everything. I just want to be happy and have a family, and that's really it.
About like 5 kids.
10 kids.
10? Jesus.
As many as I can have.
She wants 10 kids? She wants 10 kids?
As many as the Lord blesses her with.
If I could have them and support them, yes. I would love 10 children. Yes.
Yeah, wait, see how your first one.
You're going to be like, oh, shit.
Well, when that happens.
I thought I wanted 6 kids. So I had my first child. Yeah, I'll talk to you after your first one.
You know what's a whole tribe until.
And that's true too, because I was talking to somebody and they were like, how many kids do you want? And I'm like, 10. And they're like, well, you can't travel as often if you have 10 kids. And it was like my heart broke. You can't travel as much because you're gonna have to find a like if you don't have money like that, you're gonna have to find a babysitter, or you're gonna have to.
That's why you want the shmoney before your family.
Hey,
so you can provide.
But you want the family before the shmoney, so therefore, you can't travel.
What I was getting into was like my heart broke in two because those are my two loves, like travel and like family. Yeah. So it's like, I guess in this, it's about balance, So that part.
Very true, very true. But I'm saying, honestly, don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it, kids. Because I'm telling you, like,
I'm not saying it ain't possible.
Right?
Nobody needs her own suitcase. She's been on like mad flights, bro. She's about to go to Denver, Texas.
She's been more flights than I've been on. I've never been to Miami in my life, DC in my life, and Nova has been to both places.
She's been
lit.
everywhere.
Like what?
She's lit.
She only 5 months.
Literally. So I'm telling you, don't let them tell you what you can't do.
Right. And the next point we're going to get into is to celebrate yourself, which is why we started this episode with celebrating your accomplishments. So it's super easy to say what you haven't done and say what you want to do, but it's like not that easy for a lot of people to celebrate what they've done so far, even the small victories, So that I think is important. I think celebrating yourself is important. What you think,
Yes.
Michelle?
I agree.
Well, we know what
it's
she
always
thinks.
good to celebrate yourself.
I'm a boss ass bitch the whole episode.
But seriously, I think it is good to celebrate yourself all the time. But it gets hard to celebrate yourself when you feel like you're not, when you're working towards something. Okay, if y'all hear that noise, it's because I live in New York City. Y'all already know it's going to be loud.
You know what it is.
Anyway, I think it's important to celebrate yourself, even the small things. I think sometimes I personally can get down on myself because I'm working so hard on trying to, like I said, climb the be progressive and progress all the time, where if things are not moving as fast as I want them to move, then it can cause me to like, dang, like I'm not where I want to be. But sometimes you just have to look at how far you've come.
Right. And
then say, you know what? I done accomplished a lot. I have enough to celebrate. And even just celebrating life itself. Like I woke up this morning, I'm healthy, my family's healthy. Those are some of the things that I catch myself doing where I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm not where I want to be right now, but I'm happy, I'm healthy. I woke up this morning. God says he's ready to give me another shot at the day. So that's what I think that's why it's important to, if it's not celebrating your accomplishment, just celebrate life.
Yeah, that brought me to, I was listening to the Super Soul Sunday podcast, and I forget who was on talking to Oprah, but they stressed how important it is to celebrate the little things in life. Like when you look forward to the sun coming up, like when that is like an amazing thing to you, the day will, be amazing. But if you like, damn, it's so goddamn hot, like I'm so mad, like it's like everything is gonna be so like not marvelous, if that makes sense. So when you marvel in the small things, I feel like your life would be a little bit more like you'll be a little bit more happier because you're celebrating the little stuff. So when the big stuff happens, you'll be like so happy. But if you're always like, damn, I did this, which is good, but I could have did this, I could have did that, kind of beating yourself up about the good. Sorry.
That's it. I think I watched that same episode when they were talking about perfectionists and how it's not a thing. Like for us to thrive to be a perfectionist, it shouldn't be something that we thrive for because no one is perfect.
Right.
You know what? And it's like we live in this world in America where we go to these jobs and we're like, I'm a perfectionist, right? We always could do those at the interviews. I want to do everything so right.
I'm so organized.
I'm so organized.
I'll be lying like a motherfucker.
Like, the fact that that's even something that they even consider to even hire you. If anything, they should be saying, you know what, you're not perfect. I make mistakes. I learn from my mistakes and I'm willing to grow. Instead of trying to hire someone because they are perfectionist.
My boss yesterday told me, he was like, I enjoy the small quirks that everybody brings to the job. And that was like a confirmation that was somewhere that I wanted to be, because he was like, we have this little check sheet basically that we have to fill out when we're closing, and it asks if you have any notes for the opening shift. And I always tell them, have a wonderful day or have a great day or whatever. And he was like, I like that. I like the stuff that everybody adds. So it's just like when you work for a company that celebrates the way your hair curls, or the way the way you wear your jeans. I'm making it smaller, but to celebrate your stuff is like somewhere where you want to be. So yeah, I agree to that. Yeah. Anything to add?
No, I've just been like tipping y'all on like yeah. Whatever you said, yeah. I agree though. I feel like when I had my first internship at Enterprise, shout out Enterprise.
Rent a car?
Yep. I'll talk to you about it offline.
Okay.
But yeah, so I remember I interviewed with this guy, and I thought I didn't get it because I didn't answer the way he answered. But he was like, so I just want to know, this is my last thing, this is what I want to hire you on. Do you hate to lose or do you love to win? And I was like, I hate to lose. I don't want to lose. I want to lose. I want to go for the goal. He was like, great. And I was like, well, I'm just curious, what would your answer be? He's like, I love to win. I'm not focused on my losses. I'm more focused on my gains and what I can contribute. And I go from there, and I'm like celebratory of everything that I do right versus like looking at what I do wrong. And I was like, hey, okay. That's a great response, Troy. I'm gonna talk to you offline. So I didn't think I got the job, but I actually ended up getting it. But the takeaway from that is that you don't have to like sell yourself short. Like just because you haven't hit a pinnacle that you want to hit just yet, you should just keep striving to get better. You don't have to try to be perfect. Just we can all be better, but I don't think we're ever like Michelle and Yuna just stated be perfect, but we can always get better, and that's what you should strive to do. And just tap yourself on the back every time you get a little bit better.
That sounded really sexual. Sorry.
Tap yourself on the back?
Yeah, like what?
Pat yourself on the back.
Okay.
Oh yeah, tap.
I said
tap it from the back. What?
I said tap it.
Girl, what is on your mind?
I said tap yourself on the back.
Tap it from the back.
Pat yourself on the back is what?
Wow, that's what I meant to say, but my nose got jumbled.
Okay. All right. So the last point.
Right. Let's wrap this on that. Thanks.
The last point is money don't make you. So I know what y'all are thinking. Calm down. What it means is just because you don't have the house that you want yet, or the furniture that you don't want yet, or the number in your bank account that you don't, that you want, you don't have it yet, doesn't mean you're less of a person. It doesn't mean that you're not gonna get there one day. It doesn't mean that you're less of a person than they are. God or the Most High or the universe or whoever you believe in, Buddha, whoever, they love us all equally. Just because that person has more money than you, just because that person is more holy than you or religious than you, doesn't mean that they are loved more. So, enjoy what you have for the moment, because people, what they say, more money, more problems kind of thing.
Same. Yeah. I heard that before.
So
I never got to experience it, but I have heard it before. Yeah.
Right. It's true. I believe it's true.
Yeah. I mean, look at everybody that's so up high. They have like the worst like self-esteem and like just.
That's what Kanye said.
People's highest up got the lowest self-esteem.
I'm so done with him. Right, I'm so done with him. I'm over it.
R.I.P.
Retro Kanye was a time.
Did she say R.I.P.? He's not dead.
He's not. To her, he is.
He is dead. Kanye is dead. I don't know who.
I don't know. That's not Kanye. That's not my Kanye.
I don't know who that is.
People can't evolve. Dang.
That's Mr. Kardashian.
Mr. K.
Mr. K.
Mr. K. K. West.
K. West.
Okay. Anyway, I agree completely that money does not make you happy. I think the best thing is seeing, like I said, see how far you come and see where you could go. Like right now, for instance, what people dreamed about their dream house would be, I did not dream this to be my dream house. Like literally, I have a 4-family home, and I stay in a 2-bedroom apartment, basically in my own house. And I think like I was going to be living my first house to be like this. Not at all. I'm thinking like, okay, I'm gonna have a big driveway, 2-car garage, white picket fence, 2 levels, real fancy. When that's not the case, when I actually had to come to the realization that I'm not going to be in my dream home for possibly another 7 years. And that's because I have to see that, okay, I want this property and the next property to pay for my dream home. So I'm willing to wait 7 more years to get into a home where it's just mine and I don't share my space and I can have all the things that I want. I can go all out. And that's what I have to consider every time when I'm looking at where I am. And I don't compare myself to other people because I'm in a whole nother situation. So I think that's important to see and know that you might not want to start your own business, but you head chef, whatever you want to do, whatever that goal is, you can see this is one step closer to where I want to be.
Right.
And if that makes you happy, money or not, or you have 1 baby, 3 babies, 5 babies, that's one step closer to your 10. Okay. But I think as long as we're progressing and moving in the direction that makes us happy, then that's all money can buy.
Yeah. I agree. And like you were saying, I think I seen like a quote on Insta. Hey, Insta. I seen a quote on Instagram where somebody's like, don't compare your chapter 2 to somebody else's chapter 10, which is like so true.
And that's what Instagram is.
You don't even know how long they've been working, like been grinding hard. Like all these influencers that you see, you don't know how long they've been like grinding. They probably been grinding for like 10 years. And now you just see their 10-year success. You see their nice house and they got 2 homes, one in LA and one in New York. And you just see them traveling all the time. You don't even know that they've been like low-key was struggling 10 years ago. Not that it makes it more worthy of their success now, because I don't think that you have to struggle to be successful. I don't think that this makes you more worthy to have that.
You don't think you have to struggle to be successful?
I don't think you have to, like, I don't think that you have to, I don't think you should be in pain. I don't feel like people, okay, say if somebody like made it there, I feel like a lot of times people are like, well, they don't deserve it because they didn't struggle to get there. They gotta struggle. Like, why?
Kylie, for instance. Is that what you mean?
I don't.
Okay,
that's a good example though. But what I'm trying to say is, I feel like in our community, minority community, if they didn't like struggle hard or like on their hands, knees, and when they do hit it, they don't be like, oh, they didn't deserve it. Like, it's fine. They didn't deserve it. Like, why don't they deserve it? Just because they weren't in the trenches?
Scrubbing floors.
I don't know.
I understand what you're saying.
I think everyone's struggle is different.
Right. Like, that's what I'm trying to say.
Like, for instance, like basically, like you said, Kylie, at some instance, she did go through a struggle, but her struggle might not look like the struggle of
my struggle.
Shit. CEO. Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Her struggle is different. Yeah. But I do believe that struggle in a general term, I think we all do have to go through some struggle to
like experience a journey,
because success to everyone is different as well. Like we said, like success to me might be I want to have 10K. Success to you might be like I want to have 10 kids. So like success is completely different for everyone. Yeah. And I think that's how we have to categorize the struggle, and success looks different. But I do believe personally that it does take one to get to the other to have a humble life, to me, to have a humble situation where you have to come from something and get to somewhere.
Yeah, I agree. It's true that when you struggle for something, you appreciate it.
Appreciate it more.
Yeah, you appreciate it more, and you'll work harder at it, and you'll fight more toward, rather than something just handed to you. You gonna treat it like it was handed to you, like it could be handed to me again. Yeah. You know. So.
Exactly. Because let me tell y'all how much I wanted a driveway, indoor.
Girl, you gonna get it. I'm not even worried about it.
Indoor washer and dryer. Yeah, y'all know how to washer dryer?
No,
all these houses in New York are old. Everyone goes to the laundromat.
I will never ever move to New York.
Driveways, smallest things like a parking spot have humbled me. Like the fact that I even appreciate going home knowing like, yo, there's laundry. Appreciate that. Appreciate that you have laundry. Appreciate you have a driveway and a parking lot. Okay, because there's people who ain't got that. They don't.
Definitely. Everybody on the East Coast don't have no kind of laundry. Sometimes some units in,
it's old.
In Denver, they're trying to do that now too. I'll be like looking at apartments and they don't have like units in their homes.
I don't know. It's like old. I've been through that struggle already going to the laundromat. I'm not doing that shit no more.
I hate it.
No. I actually learned to like it.
No.
Because
you can do more loads. Yeah. You can do a lot of loads.
Yeah, whatever. I don't like it. Mm-mm. No, okay, I'm not toting.
All right, well, that's fine.
I'm not toting. It's like I'm talking shit. Let me shut up for I get my washing machine taken away from me.
Right.
Around in LA with no washing drying.
Right, looking crazy. Like, whoa, I'm here and I just appreciate
it's the little things.
It's the little thing. I'm just happy to be here.
All y'all can suck it, okay?
Oh fuck, that's funny.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap that part up.
Yes, guys. Thanks
we will link the article that I related to this topic on. I think it's a really cute article, and it related a lot to me and it resonated a lot with me. So we're gonna go on into Melanin Media. Mariah, you got something for us to say?
I have two amazing things to share with you guys. I feel like we didn't have an episode last week, so I was like, y'all gonna be like, this is old, but
fuck y'all.
Y'all, it's just very.
Just kidding.
I'm gonna highlight it anyways.
Just kidding. We love y'all.
Anyway, so if you haven't heard already, which I'm sure you have, unless you're living under a rock, that our king, LeBron James, has started up a new school, and I'm going to tell you guys what this school includes. It's free tuition to the school, free uniforms, free breakfast, lunch, and snacks, free transportation if you live within 2 miles of the school, a free bicycle and a helmet for the children, access to a food pantry for their family, guaranteed tuition for all graduates to the University of Akron, where he is from, which is where the school is at, Akron, Ohio. Wow. And then parents of the students will receive access to job placement services and help with acquiring their GEDs if they don't have it. And these are for children who are 1 or 2 years behind. So it's not for those that are like just students that are excelling, that are like 2 or 3 grades above. They're the children that like need the help. they're the ones who get admitted to the school. So it's just really refreshing that he's actually, you know, helping children that like need the help to like reach their peers. So I just love LeBron James.
I think that's what's up, and I think that's what you call building up a community. No matter where it is, when you do stuff like that, that's like all around helpful. It's not just helpful for the student; it's also helpful for their parents. You know,
and
that's fucking amazing. That's go
yeah.
ahead.
I wonder what the NFL players are doing because
besides Kaepernick, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
Them niggas is still talking about some of them ain't talking about protesting no more and all this blah blah stuff. They still. Let me not even go there. Anyway, what's the next melanin media?
Somebody said Jalal said the checks was different. I don't give a fuck. Look, no, okay.
Hold on. Jalal, so do they get paid more in the NBA than they do in the NFL?
What he said, way more. Guaranteed
money.
But my thing is,
don't be a slave then.
That's the same thing as like a person
running the cotton field.
Here we go.
Not the cotton field. That's to me. That's the same thing as saying like a person who works at Walmart or McDonald's can't volunteer. Like you can still give what you have. You can still help out in some way. You may not be able to give $2 million, or you may not be able to build a fucking school, but you know you could do something to help.
But that's what fear does to people.
What is fear?
The NFL are like run by fear. The fear of them hurting themselves, the fear of them getting cut every freaking quarter, season, whatever. The fear of the white man telling you can't kneel. The fear of Trump talking about you on politics. The fear of sponsors getting rid of you. Psh, yo, that's what fear will do. Fear will cause you to be shut. Close your mouth. So that's what I think.
There go my ride.
Yo, oh my God, the perfect beep.
She's our neighborhood politician.
I swear to God, no, she is.
Do you have a soapbox?
No, we're about to come out the room with her fist in the air. Like, yes, mama.
No, don't speak that to existence, right?
Okay, never mind. The second highlight that I have for Melanin Media is the issue. It says upcoming issue, but it's already happened. The issue of Vogue magazine, gotta go pick it up, have it. It's shot by a black photographer. Reportedly for the first time in 126 years that Vogue has been out. Beyonce put this black photographer on. It was like, I'm not gonna shoot on Vogue unless this black photographer shoots the cover.
I knew what you meant.
So the black photographer's name, because I want to give them their credit, 23-year-old Tyler Mitchell.
23?
Is the one who shot Beyonce, and she, gave them the platform to do it. And I just can't believe it's been 126 years Vogue has not had a black photographer in all that time. And Beyonce had to be the one to be like, I'm not doing it.
People could say what they want about Beyonce, but she be putting niggas on.
Yeah, definitely.
This is the first time I heard her put someone on, by the way.
Oh my God.
But y'all, I'm just saying, it took 126 years. How many times did she shot with Vogue before she said something?
I have no idea.
Okay,
she did it though.
Well, I'm happy.
Why is you mad? Why is you complaining?
I'm happy that she put someone on. Yes, I am very happy about that. But the fact that we have people in high places that are just now saying something, I appreciate it. No offense, but you're like,
But also, Beyonce doesn't always post the good things that she does. She's like really low key, and she's never posting the good things that she does. She's not
come back with my
like
facts. I have to go
boastful
back and
person.
do my research.
All right, Mariah got us. She gonna let us know next time.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I gotta circle back. So I gotta circle back.
That's fair.
Yeah, tell me. Just shut me up. That's all I care about.
Please, somebody do it. Somebody.
Please.
I'm gonna come at least 5. Just like that.
All right, and then we're gonna go into our Black Business of the Week. We haven't done this in like 2 months. I feel like it's been a long time,
but let's give them the shine.
So I met this really sweet lady. Her name is Whitney, and she has this super cute interior design business. I follow on Instagram, so I always see her work. So if you have a space or a house that you want decorated, definitely hit her up. Her Instagram is Whitney J Decor, and it's spelled normally, so don't worry about it. And then her website is whitneyjdecor.com. So definitely check her out. She does really cute work, and she might be decorating one of my houses, you know, when I actually get a house and stop traveling everywhere.
It's fine.
Maybe 10 years, maybe. I'm not rushing to get a house right now. That's just me though.
I'm rushing to get out of the house though. That's a struggle. Yeah. But
I'm chilling. I'm just trying to travel right now. That's it.
No, I'm trying to get
so
out.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Voices, where we encourage you to take your leap of faith. Whatever your leap is, go ahead and do it. If you want to quit your job, fucking quit. Fucking quit that.
Or let them fire you so you can never mind. We'll talk offline.
Yeah. And I guess my last thing is, my little quote is, but what, people always say, but what if I fall? But what if you fly?
Ooh.
Take your
Here we
leap.
go. It's quotes.
I like that, girl. That was cute. That was nice. I'm gonna put that on my wall somewhere.
Okay.
No, it was really cute, and we talked about that.
That's how people
too.
think. Like,
Yeah.
but what if I fall down? What if I, what if something bad happens? But what if you fly, sis?
What if you
How many times have you fallen
What
down?
if you fly?
But you always. How many times? I know I'm clumsy as hell, and I fall.
Wait,
all the
hold
time.
on. What, you,
I'm relating this.
I was like, she's just said that she's clumsy. Okay.
I am.
We fall.
But I know every time I fall, I get my big ass back up and I keep trucking. So if you take your leap and you fall, just get back up, wipe yourself off, and try again.
I'm gonna refer to the quote that I tweeted on our Twitter, Melon_Voices.
Go follow us.
And actually, Pharrell Williams himself, yes, Pharrell Williams actually liked and we tweeted our actual tweet. Just want to throw that out there. The real account, the real Pharrell Williams. This is his quote: "Is don't wait for the stars to align. Reach up and rearrange them the way you want. Create your own constellation."
Yes.
Create your own lane, sis.
Yes.
Paint your own yellow brick road. You don't gotta have the same color as mine.
Yes, and
Nope.
even if the road is less traveled, go travel it anyway.
Wow,
Even though people don't do it all the
Is that
time.
a gospel song? I like that part.
Probably shit. They're probably so.
That's like Dr. Seuss or somebody said it.
Anyways,
No,
thank you.
Dr. Seuss is a racist.
Thank you guys
He's a
for
lot of
tuning in to
things.
Melanin
Dr. Seuss was
Voices.
racist, y'all. Just to let y'all know. I don't know.
Okay.
Now my childhood is definitely ruined.
Somebody, can you turn her mic off, Jalal?
No, don't do it. Keep it on. We need to hear these things.
Okay.
About what?
She was
what
trying
is
to turn your
about
mic
say?
off, sis.
What is she about to say? What are you about to
She
say?
was going to turn your mic off.
No.
No, she was talking about your mic. But what was you about to say?
I was talking about your mic.
My mic?
Yes, fool.
Yeah, no. What you talking? No.
See?
All right, Michelle, can you take us out of here, please?
Yeah, definitely. So, thank you guys so much for tuning into Melanin Voices.
Yes.
We love you all.
We do.
You guys know where to find us. We are Melanin Voices everything. So you look at Melanin Voices, you will see us. We don't have any last thoughts, right?
We shared them.
Yeah, we think we shared them.
Yeah.
My constellation quote from Pharrell was my last thought.
Yeah, take your leap, guys. Just
Take that
do it.
leap.
Just do it.
Like Nike.
Like Nike. Yep. Just do it.
All right, y'all. So we will be taking a break. Am I correct? And then we'll be back when Mariah gets back, or we will be recording next weekend.
Do y'all want to record next weekend?
We'll talk about
Well, we can
this
probably
off
record.
air.
Yeah, we'll talk about this off air.
Anyway, yeah. We'll see y'all. When we see y'all, we out. Peace.
Love y'all.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Dang. No, but seriously though, talk about that. Did you guys want? We can record on like.